everybody, welcome back to R3 Recommends. Today we're telling you about our favorite robotics movies. You might have noticed we're pretty into robots around here, so we love to relax, especially now it's summer. It's the perfect time to take a day to watch some cool films with your friends or whoever. It's hard with COVID, but you can get together online and watch a movie together. The first one I want to talk about is 2001: A Space Odyssey. This is a really cool sci-fi film that was really groundbreaking with special effects, and it has a real balletic quality. It's a long film, but really gorgeously shot with lots of amazing visuals, and has a lot of metaphors and resonance throughout the different storylines. Later on in the film, we're on the ship traveling between planets. Some of the humans are awake, some of them are in cryogenic sleep, and there's a robot named HAL 9000 that runs the ship. It's pretty much all-knowing and very intelligent, plays chess against the astronauts, and it's like the nervous system of the ship. So its brains run all throughout the ship and control the ship, but also the representation of it is this glowing red dot in the camera that they speak to. So it looks a lot like an eye, this camera. It looks like a glowing red eye, so this is really the pulsing consciousness that they're addressing, or it's the representation of it. So it's a really interesting robot in that it's not mechanical. It doesn't have moving arms. It's just this presence on the ship, which is really cool. The next one I wanted to talk about is Metropolis. This is a 1927 German film by Fritz Lang, and Metropolis set the groundwork for a lot of sci-fi. It happened just after the Industrial Revolution, so this film is critiquing society and its new technology and factories and dependence. So it's a real, it's a commentary on industrialized society, and it's very beautiful. It's a silent film, so no sound, no speaking, but gorgeous costumes, really cool sets, really neat visuals, so definitely worth checking out. Very seminal for future sci-fi films and sci-fi fiction. The next one I want to talk about is Star Wars, and like I said, Metropolis laying the groundwork for future sci-fi. C-3PO in Star Wars was based on the robot in Metropolis, so that's a fun fact. C-3PO and R2-D2 have my heart. Even though there's so many more Star Wars films now, I still love the 3 original ones that George Lucas started, and R2-D2 and C-3PO are just so endearing. It's interesting, the society in Star Wars, where droids are commonplace. They're almost treated like people, but not quite, because they're owned. Although there is some slavery of people as well, but R2-D2 and C-3PO are kind of second-class citizens in Star Wars, which is interesting and not fully explored throughout the movies. But they're very cute. It's interesting in Star Wars that most of the robots have endearing personalities. They're very usually likable and funny. So yeah, Star Wars definitely has my heart. And I think Star Wars has inspired generations of people to go into science and want to explore the universe and build their own technologies. And the last one I want to talk about is The Martian. So I love space robotics, and of course then The Martian has my heart, because it's all about space exploration and what would it be like when humans are on Mars. Mark Watney is so funny, he shines through. And although the robotics in The Martian aren't autonomous, but there are Mars rovers, and we're a Mars rover design team, so that's pretty cool to see how they envision the Mars rovers on Mars with people driving them. And I just love the whole problem-solving to survive narrative of The Martian. It's very exciting and fun, so definitely recommend. And the visuals are incredible. The views on Mars are just stunning. Those are the robotics films that we're recommending today. We hope you check them out, grab some popcorn, and take some time off when you can take a break from your studies or whatever you have going on in your life.
Raza, and I'm a software lead for Rams Robotics. So the movie I'm going to tell you guys about today is called I Am Mother. It's about a girl who's raised completely by a robot in an isolated environment from all other humans. So the robot is capable of doing very intricate tasks such as teaching a little girl all types of things from education to fitness, dancing, and very very interesting things to like complex medical procedures as well. So I really enjoyed this movie because it's an action-packed thriller full of anticipation and excitement, and it really shows a thin line between humans and robots and the foreseeable future that they can have together. I really enjoyed this film, and I'm sure that you will too.
Hey guys, my name is Ryan, and I'm a new executive for R3 on the hardware subteam. Now, I've always loved robotics, and as a kid, there's been a lot of great movies that I've watched that has helped push me in this direction. But there's one movie that I love the most, and that is Big Hero 6. Now, this is an animated movie about this kid named Hero, who is a robotics prodigy. And in this movie, he works on this robot named Baymax, which is his brother's creation. Now, Baymax is an AI robot that is designed to help people. But as a villain has stolen Hero and his brother's technology and uses it against them, Baymax is upgraded for battle. Hero and his friends create new super suits and use Baymax to fight against the villain and all of his. Now I really like this movie because it showcases that even at a young age you can create something awesome. This movie shows a lot of great details in the technology and how it works, and it kind of reminds me of The Incredibles in a way that there's lots of different inventions and new super suits that are used to fight against evil. I think that anybody could watch this movie because it has a lot of great comedy and action that showcases robots and technology in very different ways.
Hello, my name is Trevor Slauson. I'm one of the mechanical leads on the team. The movie I'm going to be talking about today is called Real Steel. This movie is based around robots fighting each other. They're humanoid robots, so they look like humans, but they're not. They're made out of metal or steel. And the plot revolves around the relationship between a father and his son. So the father starts off fighting these robots. He's barely getting by. The son comes around and kind of pushes his way into the fighting scene, and the son loves it. He's good at it, and they accomplish great things together. So I recommend this movie more as like a nice to watch movie. It's not very technical, but it's kind of heartwarming, and it really shows you that if you work hard for your goals, you'll eventually reach it.